What is up, Major Calisthenics team? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step progressions on how to master the L-sit. I'm not only going to be showing you the progressions alone, but also the mobility side as well, because you need good hamstrings, hips, mobility and glutes to be able to hold the L-sit nice and comfortably. So let's get into it. The first mobility drill is called the kneeling hip flexor stretch. It's going to stretch out your hip flexors and also the bit of your quadriceps. This is great because a lot of people, when they get into the L-sit, the hip flexor screams, and it's the reason why they can't hold it with a perfect form. So hold between 45 to 60 seconds on each leg before you start training your L-sit. And the more you push forward, the more intense the exercise is going to be. So you adjust this accordingly and try to practice this every single session, just so that way gradually you'll be able to improve your mobility as well. Up next, we have got the lying hamstring stretch with the band. So get yourself a thin resistance band, lie on your back. Okay, let me readjust a little bit. Boom, leg straight, pull your bands in. I'm going to work on dynamic reps first to warm up the hamstring. So come down, up, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then we're going to keep our leg straight, pull the band in as close as we can towards us, the other leg straight, feel that nice stretch in the hamstring and try to push your knees out that way, keep it nicely locked out. So we're going to work on both legs in a single set. So let's do this for 5 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Let's work on the glutes as well. So we're going to do the pigeon pose. Legs at 90 degrees angle, like this. Let's do dynamics first. Hands on both sides. Slow down. Go for 5 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you drop your elbows down, and then you hold for 30 to 60 seconds. Again, we work on both legs. So if I were to set up, boom, try to have your knees at 90 degrees, stretch out your back heel, come down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop the elbows, and hold. Fantastic, so that's your warm-up mobility. Now we're going to be warming up your hip flexors by doing 2 drills, the seated single leg pike lifts and the seated pike lifts. So first one, legs together, okay, torso upright, point your toes. This is going to work a lot on your hip flexors, get them nice and warm and strengthen them, so then you can hold the L-sit nice and straight. So leg straight, point out, lift up, 1, 2, oh, I feel this a lot, 3, 4, 5, good, and then switch side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could even up this a notch by holding at the top for 2 seconds. So 1, 2, down, 1, 2, down. So that's the first progression. Moving on, we're going to do both legs in a single time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to work on your lower abs and also your hip flexors. So these will be your 2 warm-up exercises before we get onto the L-sit training. Now obviously watching these progressions can only take you so far, because we don't actually know where it is that you're currently at, what your training background is. It's best to get professional advice and guidance on how to build up your strength for the L-sit step by step. So make sure to head over to the link in the bio to find out more about online coaching packages. Alrighty, so the first progression for the L-sit is called the tuck L-sit position. This is going to strengthen your core and also your triceps too. When you get into it, you want to think about pushing your shoulders down. Okay, this is called shoulders depression. So shoulders depression, feet and knees together, hold this at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, there we have it. So hold that between 10 to 20 seconds for 3 sets. Once you can hold at least 15 seconds for 3 sets, then you can move on to the next progression. Next up, we've got L-sit single leg kicks. This is gonna work on the dynamic portion, so then that way you can actually progress onto the single leg L-sit hold. We always wanna work on the dynamics first in order to hold the static. So, right, so knees up and kick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that up to 10 reps. Now, I can understand that if you're not able to kick out straight, don't let that discourage you. Still work through the reps. If it still looks something like this, it's all right. We need to still build up strength. Give it time, stay consistent with it, and then you'll be able to, you know, kick out nice and straight. Boom, boom. A lot of this is the hamstring mobility, the hip mobility as well. So combining that with this training, you're gonna be able to hold it straight. And once you can do that for 10 reps on each leg, then we move on to the single leg L-sit. So this is where we work on the static. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Work up to being able to do 10 seconds on each leg, both legs in a single set for 3 sets, and then you can move on to the next progression. And then before we get onto the full front lever, we work on the both leg kickouts. So this is called the L-sit kickouts, okay? Kickouts, so knees up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Work up to be able to do that for 10 reps. Remember, we always work on the dynamics before we get onto the statics. That's just how one of the most simplest ways to build up strength. Let's get it. And once you can do the L-sit kicks for 10 reps in a row, you can then do the L-sit hold. Boom, point your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Oof. That is all for this video, my Major Calisthenics team. I hope you found that video useful. If you like it, please give us a thumbs up and consider pressing the subscribe button so that way you can come back for more videos like this one. If you'd like to be personally coached by myself and Coach T, head over to a link in my bio and find out all about the online coaching packages that we have. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next video.